Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today is Saturday, May 28th, and we are well into Gemini season. Well, let me just say this about you, Gemini folks. And I know some of you all, I'm related to some, and then I've been friends with some, and then I just know some in general. And Gemini is the sign of the twin, and we know that the names, like one had like a Latin name, and then there was one of like a Spanish name, right? Yeah, I think that's how it went with the Gemini. Like one twin was like of a Latin name, and then one was like of a Spanish name. Um, Also, uh, the Gemini, like that was like the brightest star in the whole Pollux or whatever. Like, and I think that's just so crazy because for them to be like the brightest star of all of the stars, in the whole Pollux or whatever, I feel like, mm, I don't know, because Gemini seem very wishy washy to me. Y'all travel a lot. And when I say travel a lot, what I mean is y'all move around from place to place a lot. Like y'all household place is always changing. Like if you want to go visit a Gemini, you might want to call their ass up just to make sure that they still living in the same place that you remembered that they were living in before. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because they move around a lot. Like that is very common for them to do that, just to up and go and just be like in like a whole different house or whatever. I'm not gonna say like a whole different state or anything like that. It's not that drastic, but they do move around a lot. So I would definitely, with the Geminis, you might want to make sure they still living at the same address before you go over there and see what they're doing. I don't understand why they're like that, but that's like one of the traits about the Geminis that I found, like, that I just really couldn't understand. And then I also like some of y'all Geminis, like y'all really don't do what you say you're gonna do. Y'all are not good at keeping your word at all. Y'all y'all lie a lot. Y'all some liars. Like y'all Gemini folks, y'all some liars. I'm just gonna say I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it because I felt like with some of the other signs, like when I started off in the beginning, I was kind of like sugarcoating it and keeping it no, and I had to stop doing that. But y'all lie a lot. Y'all are, yeah, no. When it comes to Gemini folks, I don't believe nothing that you tell me. Y'all kind of like remind me like of some other folks in the zodiac. I'm not gonna bring them up because I already talked about them, but I don't know. Y'all do lie a lot. Y'all really not good at keeping y'all word, and y'all very wishy washy. Y'all very indecisive. But at the same time, let me say this. Let me break it down for you one time. You Gemini folks, when it comes to y'all like being in like relation these, because y'all tend to get into these whirlwind relationships with these folks, and for y'all to be so like the way that y'all are, like when y'all get into these relationships, it's like that energy that y'all normally have, y'all really don't put that too much into these relationships because I see that most of the time with I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time with the Gemini, y'all seem to get like the short end of the stick. And when I say that, it means that y'all are normally the ones that are left heartbroken, you know. And I feel like it's because y'all tend to deal with other signs that may not be fully compatible with who you are. Y'all tend to be drawn, y'all want to deal with like y'all drawn to like the Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, maybe even a Scorpio. These are not the folks for you. I'm just saying, if you are a Gemini, these are probably not the folks that you want to be focused on, because these are like some of the, no, I don't want to say harsh, but they not gonna put up with your shit. They really not. So I think with the, and even with I think it's another, it's like a, what is it, I want to say it's a Taurus. That's probably like the worst sign for you Gemini to probably be a Taurus. I think out of all of the whole zodiac, like a Gemini and a Taurus, that definitely wouldn't fit, because y'all just do too much. And and I talked about the Taurus on a previous video, and how they are and how they operate. I know they're really good people, but they're very blunt. You know, they get to the point, they know what they want or whatever. But we talk about Gemini. But so I think with a Gemini, I think y'all might need to be with like a Sagittarius to like really get y'all to really do what y'all need to be doing. I think that's what it is with y'all, because them Sagittarius folks, and I ain't got to them yet because they way down the line. they way down the line. They like the end of the year, but I haven't gotten to them, and I'm like so excited to get to them, because I love me a Sagittarius person. And you know, I think for a Gemini, if you're a Gemini and you're watching this, go ahead and try to find you a person that's a Sagittarius, because they will definitely get your ass in line real quick. Okay, they not gonna play none of that shit. They different. Okay, I'm a Pisces, and as a Pisces, I'm not. I'm not dating a Sagittarius. I'm just not. I'm not. I've never. I don't think I've never dated a Sagittarius before. I've never done that. I've never dated one, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna date a Sagittarius. That's just me. And I feel like out of like all of the signs that I've ever dated, or been with, like in relationships wise or whatever, I think the worst for me personally, just for me, like that I would never ever ever do again, ever do again, for me will have to be an Aquarius. Let me say that one more time. Aquarius. I would never, ever, 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 even, like, it wouldn't even be a thought in my mind. Like, once I knew that this man is an Aquarius, no, it's not. Oh, well, maybe no, it wouldn't even get to the point for me to even consider it, because I would never date an Aquarius ever, ever again. And that's like the only, and I would say this, that's like the number one for me will be an Aquarius, and then my second one would be a Pisces, because I'm a Pisces. I'm not going to date another Pisces. That's out of the fucking question. I'm not gonna do that, because hell no. Because the thing about it is, these male Pisces, they different, and I ain't got time. These male Pisces like, let me just say something. Like, the Aquarius and these male Pisces, these be the motherfuckers that we have you doing jail time, and I ain't got time. And I ain't got time. Okay, these are the motherfuckers that will really have you doing jail time behind their ass. No other sign. Like, you have. Don't get me wrong. Like, you have motherfuckers that will try you, right? They will definitely try you. Like, have so many signs that will try you, okay? But the Aquarius and the Pisces, oh no, I ain't got time. So for me, you know, that's completely off the table for me. You know, anything else, yeah, I'm open. I'm fair game. Like, it's whatever. You know, if I'm, if I were looking, I'm not saying that I'm looking because people. I'm not saying that I'm looking. I'm just speaking in general. I have to say that. I have to say that. I'm just speaking in general. If I were looking, I would definitely never ever date another Aquarius. And I would never date a Pisces man at all. Those are the two signs. And I'm a Pisces female, okay? But those would be the two signs that I would absolutely stay the fuck away from. Yeah. Cause I ain't got time to be, and I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that. So I would definitely stay away from them. Now, um, we need to talk about my trip to Miami that I have coming up because I found this other hotel. Now, I did a video a while back. It wasn't even that long ago of the Ryu Hotel out in Miami on Collins Avenue. So we do have that hotel booked already for our stay in Miami, but I've been watching videos on YouTube where like people do like these walking tours of Miami, like Ocean Drive and Washington Avenue, and it's like a couple other like streets in that area, I guess. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got to see like some of the different hotels. And this hotel that I have up, it wasn't in the video, but it's like one of the hotels that's like in South Beach that's in Miami. And it really caught my eye because I'm gonna show you some of the pictures that I saw. And I sent this to my cousin because she's gonna go to Miami with me. Um, well, we can look at this. Well, that's nice, but that's not really what caught my eye. We're gonna have to keep going. Okay. So this, like the views from this hotel is just insane. And I saw it and I was like, oh my goodness, like it's really nice. And do you see this in the backdrop? Like the city views. Oh my God. Yeah. I just thought that was so nice. This alone will just make me want to go and stay at this hotel. Like, do you see this? And then I sent it to her and she was like, oh, look at this. This is so pretty. The rooms, look really small. And I'm like, yeah, they do look small, but like the views, oh my God, like the views are so amazing. I'm like, if it really looks like what they're putting in these pictures, and I actually watched a video on YouTube where some folks had stayed at the Moxie and they did like a walking tour through the hotel. And yes, yeah, it's amazing. Like the room, and they even said themselves, like, oh, the rooms are really, really small. Um, they're they don't have like a microwave or a refrigerator or anything like that in the room, which I thought was weird because most hotels will at least do like a refrigerator. Like I know some won't do the microwave, but you at least get a refrigerator. But they don't have either of the two in this hotel. Which, it's not that big of a deal because, you know, of course we're gonna eat out and then we're we're only gonna be down there for 2 nights. This is like a business trip. The business part is only like an hour and 30 minutes. I have like one meeting that I have to go to for like an hour and 30 minutes, and then the rest is just us in Miami. So so I don't know. I don't think that bothers me too much that there's no refrigerator or microwave in the room. I just think that is a little weird. Because the other room that we already have booked, well, let me just say this. I actually booked both. So the Moxie, I have that booked as well as like a secondary plan. Yeah, let me just put that in there. I have this booked as a secondary plan because we already have the Ryu book. We had that book for quite some time. Um, because I just like to keep my options open. You know, when I get there, if I see the Ryu and it's like, I don't know, I know that I have like a backup plan. I could go to the Moxie, and I know like yeah. So, but my whole thing is, if you're watching this video and you've been to Miami and you know like some of the really really good hotels like Ocean Drive, because I was watching, like I said, I was watching the videos on YouTube and they were doing like the walking tours, and they were like on Ocean Drive or whatever down in that area, and it was like a couple of them. I think it was the Carlisle, the Cardoza, the Betsy, and these are like all the hotels. Like the Betsy, that one was kind of pricey for that one. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna stay there. It was really expensive. Well, to me, I thought that was a little bit pricey. But if you know like any of the hotels down there, and the nightlife area, then you have to like leave a comment and just let me know, because that's where we really want to be. We want to be like in the nightlife area. I want to be able to walk out of my hotel room and, as soon as we get out the door, just have things to do and like see people and, and just be like in the midst of it all, if that makes sense. I just want to be like in the nightlife area when I go to Miami. It'll be my first time in Miami. So I just want to make the most out of it, I guess. But that's pretty much about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. But thank you for watching. And as always, like, share, and subscribe.